Clearly, we're living in a moment of crisis. Arguably, the financial markets have failed us, and the aid system is failing us. And yet I stand firmly with the optimists who believe that there's probably never been a more exciting moment to be alive because of some of the technologies we've been talking about, because of the resources, the skills, and certainly the surge of talent we're seeing all around the world with a mindset to create change. Today, there's a raging debate as to how best we lift people out of poverty, how best we release their energies. On the one hand, we have people that say, the aid system is so broken, we need to throw it out. And on the other, we have people who say, the problem is we need more aid. And what I want to talk about is something that complements both systems. We call it patient capital. I want to share one story about an innovation called drip irrigation. In 2002, I met this incredible entrepreneur named Amitabh Sidhangi from India, who'd been working for 20 years with some of the poorest farmers on the planet. And he was expressing his frustration that the aid market had bypassed low-income farmers altogether, despite the fact that 200 million farmers alone in India make under $1 a day. They were creating subsidies either for large farms, or they were giving inputs to the farmers that they thought they should use, rather than that the farmers wanted to use. At the same time, Amitabh was obsessed with this drip irrigation technology that had been invented in Israel. It was a way of bringing small amounts of water directly to the stalk of the plant, and it could transform swaths of desert land into fields of emerald green. But the market also had bypassed low-income farmers because these systems were both too expensive and they were constructed for fields that were too large. The average smallholder farmer works on 2 acres or less. And so Amitabh decided that he would take that innovation and he would redesign it from the perspective of the poor farmers themselves, because he had spent so many years listening to what they needed, not what he thought that they should have. And he used 3 fundamental principles. The first one was miniaturization. The drip irrigation system had to be small enough that a farmer only had to risk a 1/4 acre, even if he had 2, because it was too frightening given all that he had at stake. Second, it had to be extremely affordable. In other words, that risk on the 1/4 acre needed to be repaid in a single harvest, or else they wouldn't take the risk. And third, it had to be what Amitabh calls infinitely expandable. What I mean is, with the profits from the first 1/4 acre, the farmers could buy a second, and a third, and a fourth. As of today, IDE India, Amitabh's organization, has sold over 300,000 farmers these systems and has seen their yields and incomes double or triple on average. But this didn't happen overnight. But drip irrigation isn't the only innovation. We're starting to see these happening all around the world. Thank you.